Hello everyone, my name is Mirna and on behalf of the Mindalia TV team, welcome to Mindalia live streaming where thousands of people around the world gather daily to see the lectures and interviews organized by Mindalia TV. Today with us we have Hernando Camargo. He is an author and spiritual seeker. He is a speaker and a certified meditation teacher. But before starting with Hernando, we want to remind you that Mindalia's mission is to share information that can help raise the level of consciousness around the world. You can help us by subscribing to our channel, leaving us a positive comment down this video, or sharing it with someone that you know that is going to benefit of the content that we're going to be talking here today. If we are live streaming, we have the active chat, the screen you're going to be seeing on my side or under the video in case that you're following us from a smartphone. And through there, you can interact with us. You can enter your questions. We're going to be happy to answer them. We also want you to know that you can collaborate with Mindalia in English through Mindalia TV English, but you can also do it in Spanish through Mindalia Televisión and Portuguese through Mindalia Televisão. Visit our different platforms and channels. In order to collaborate, you can go to our website. On the top, you're going to find a link that says Collaborate with Mindalia. That link is going to take you to a form that you can fill out, and our technical team will be able to get in contact with you. Let's not delay this any further, and I have now the pleasure of saying, Hernando, welcome to Mindalia live streaming. How are you?
Hi, Mina. How are you? Very good. It's a pleasure to be here again in Mindalia TV.
It's our pleasure to have you. We wanted to talk to you today because I understand that you recently launched a new book, and we want to, besides celebrating that, getting to know a little bit more about it. And let's start by asking you, Hernando, what do you do? What do you dedicate your life to?
Eh, Okay, I am a system engineer, a project manager. I am certified for the Project Management Institute. I used to work as a project manager until recently, but I changed my life in a moment. I was with a lot of stress. A project manager had a lot of stress. So I changed 180 degrees my life, and I started to write. Actually, this is my second book. I am very proud. The Man and the Wise. Actually, in the moment it's only in Spanish. I am in the process of translating it because I know in US there are a lot of people seeking for the spirituality also, um, even more than Latin American people probably. Uh, so it's important to do this translation. Uh, but until recently, I was project manager, and now I am a writer.
That's amazing. And you are a meditation teacher, am I right?
Yeah. I went to San Diego, California, with Deepak Chopra. Actually, three times to do this certification. It's primordial sound meditation, and it's another thing that I do. Uh, Teach people to learn how to meditate, and it's also very gratified to do that.
Wow. Primordial sound meditation. What is the difference between a regular meditation and primordial sound meditation? What makes it special?
Yeah, it's a special mantra. The primordial sound is the mantra of your vibration in the moment you were born. So it is very special because it's only for you. It's the vibration in the universe that was created in the moment that you were born. So it's very special. Uh, it's very good for finding purpose, because it's like in the moment you were born, you have the essential vibration, and you tend to forget because all the instruction that we have here in this world. So through this primordial sound mantra, doing every day, you start to find your real purpose. Probably is one of the reasons I totally changed my life.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So each person, at the moment we're born, we have a specific, like a specific frequency, and that is what you work with.
Exactly. It's a specific sound. It's a sound that doesn't have a meaning, a special meaning. No, it's only a vibration. It's a sound. Uh, but repeating this vibration, you synchronize with that frequency, as you said. is a vibration, a sequence, a frequency that you can find, and you start to remember the real purpose in your life.
Wow, and wow, and there is actually a way of people finding out what the primordial sound is.
Actually, it's a process. It's a software. The history of this is that gurus in I don't know 5,000 years ago, in a lot of deep meditation, they started to feel and to listen in a way, because it's something in the mind, these different sounds, and they associated this with the moon. So they leave a record for all of these sounds. And now Chopra Center has a software, uh, with you just need to provide the day of birth, the place of birth, and the hour, and with those information they can uh, localize what is your
Your
primordial sound.
primordial sound. That
Yeah,
is very interesting. That is
yeah,
actually very interesting. And you think that probably, once you started with that practice, you were able to switch your life around. Because I understand for what you're saying, you are a system engineer,
yeah,
but you had that spiritual side kind of dormant, right? You had it, and what
yeah,
you awaken that?
yeah. Actually, when I was 17 years old, I feel something, before being assistant engineer. I feel something like a calling, and it's something in deep inside you, for a change. But at that time, my parents thought that I was crazy, and actually at the end I was in a mental institution, because they really thought that I was crazy. And I spent half a year in a mental institution. That's the story of my previous book, From Madness to Wisdom, de la locura a la sabiduría in Spanish. Uh, but after that, they said in the mentalist section, they said, if you want to have a normal life and if you want to get out of here, you had to forget about that feelings that I have at that time. So I started a normal life. I started to study system engineer. After that, I became a project manager. But I always remember that time, when I was 17, and I started to have a lot of stress, anxiety, and I said, no, it's the moment to do a change. And now I feel much better doing this, doing meditation, being a teacher, a meditation teacher, and writing this kind of spirituality books. I feel that this is my real self, my real purpose.
That is amazing. Hernando, do you think that maybe at that point something genuine was happening, something true? You were actually connected through probably a higher source, and it was just the fact that they didn't have the knowledge. Maybe ignorance was what didn't allow them to help you at the moment when that happened.
Yeah, of course, there is a higher source with all of this energy. And of course my parents, at that time, they only wanted to help me. They was worried because I was acting differently. I don't blame them for anything. Is something that should happen in order to do what I do now. uh, but yeah, is the higher source is always there, is giving every individual, every people, every person, like the path to find the light, the real light, and the real life. That's what I think.
I understand. That's amazing. I agree with you. And let's talk a little bit about the new one, about the new book. What is the what was the process that what took you to actually embody that? How long did it take? Like how was all that writing process that finally allowed you to have it in your hands right now?
Yeah, as I said, when I was 17, I feel something very deep in me. So I started to write at that time, but it was something like just very little and some poems. And last year I said this is something that I really can do. And every book I spent around 6 months doing it, 6 months. And after that, all the process of publication, editing, all this stuff in order to have the book in Amazon and in different platforms. Is a process is a process of inspiration also, but also remembering. Actually, the Man and the Wise is about the dreams that I used to have in the mental institution. It was a dream that I used to have all the time, not only once but several times. Having that dream, having the Lonely Ranger and Tonto. Lonely Ranger. Do you remember?
Of
Uh,
course.
this is Tonto. In Spanish is Toro, because in Spanish is funny because this is the wise. The Native American here is the wise, because it's the man and the wise. The man is the Lonely Ranger, and the wise is tonto. But in Spanish, is tonto means like stupid, and here is the wise. So it's something. It's funny, but in Spanish is not tonto, but is toro. And toro means is something like bull or buffalo. So I changed the name of the character for buffalo. So is a Native American called Buffalo, which is a shaman and have a lot of wise, a lot of wisdom. Sorry, a lot of wisdom, and he's all the time explaining how to become a better person, how to meditate, how to use the chakras. The energy that we have, the s- circles of energy that we have in our body. So that's the story. Is something that I received at that time, and now I am writing it.
And you received all that information. I'm not gonna say how many years ago, but when you were 17.
Last year.
Yeah, the day before yesterday.
2 years ago, yeah.
Fernando, do you actually practice that? Is that your lifestyle? Do you worried about living a lifestyle that has your physical body balance? Do you take care of your chakras? And let's see, for those who don't know what the chakras are, can you tell us what are they? When people say chakra, what are they talking about?
Yeah, we have 7 circles of energy in our body, and there are circles that are spinning around all the time, and we don't feel it. It's something that we can see very easy, but they are there. Actually, there are some specific techniques to see them. To see, there are people that can see the chakras without using any technology, but they have that power. And there are circle of energy in 7 specific places of our body, uh, and they are all the time spinning and giving us energy to improve our life. We tend to block them because of the food that we eat, the bad emotions, the bad thoughts that we have. So I through a meditation, you start to improve these circles of energy, and you start to have better food, better thoughts. You start to feel life differently, and that's what I feel about this energy.
If we wanted to leave the people out there an advice, for example, on how to live a balanced life, vibrationally speaking, what would you say? What would you do? Mm.
Of course, start to meditate is the first time. When you start to meditate every day, you start to change your thoughts. And also food is very important. I change the way I eat. Um, in this moment I vegan. It's not mandatory, but it's something like you feel that you don't need any bad vibration, because normally when an animal die, they feel they feel scared because they are dying, and also there is a process of putrefaction and everything, so it's not good for us. So that vibration is low, so it's better to have a good vibration through vegetables and fruits. So is but it's something that you feel. It's not like first you have to become vegan. No, it's not easy. It's not that easy. But if you at the beginning start to meditate, you start to feel the answers, and the funny part is that you have all the answers but through silence. It's not like someone telling you how to do this, how to think, how to act. No, it's something through a silence, but it's a perfect silence. It's a silence that have all the
Or the
answers
information,
for
like
you.
a download of information. And we thought it was just science fiction, right?
Yeah,
Knowing by feeling.
yeah.
So, is there anything like from the book that you would like to share with us? Like one of what you're telling me that the shaman, this native, he is giving advices, right, on how to live. Which one is your favorite one from that? What is the one that impacted your life? Some
Another thing, and that's what I like Native American people, and not only in America but also here in Colombia and Peru and probably Mexico, Brazil, is the ayahuasca. Is actually is more from here, from the Amazon places, where you can have this. It's a plant, but when you drink it, they prepare that ayahuasca with like like a beverage. Is actually it's very little what you can have in a moment, but through ayahuasca you connect with the higher source, higher source. So it's something that I tell in the book, uh, that you you feel like like I don't know how to say it. Is like a big energy connected through you and talking to you about the decisions that you did in your life, about the things that you need to change, and it's totally connected with nature. So it's like nature telling you how to change and how to do something different in your life to become better. So that's what I want to tell in the book. It's something that can really giving a new experience to you through ayahuasca.
Wow. Okay, that's very interesting. So, in a way, one of the things that you personally could recommend to people, to someone that is in a spiritual search, is probably trying, if is their decision, of course, the method of ayahuasca. You have done it. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did it twice, and the experience is really big. For it's recommended to change your the way you eat before doing this experience, because it's a big impact to your body. So if you are eating bad bad but if you probably in 1 week before the experience, you should eat very little,
Okay.
and drink a lot of water in order to be prepared, your body to be prepared to this experience.
How long does it like for? How long is it? Is it a long experience? Is it a matter of hours, minutes?
Hours. It's a matter of hours. It's like you started the experience, I don't know, at 11 p.m. and all night long until 5 a.m. in the morning, something like that. Doing
Yeah.
two doing the experience twice, 2 times. But,
Okay.
so in that case, it's like having a dream, but you are awake all the time. Having a dream, being awake is something very strange, but it's that way.
Do you think, I know that you have a lot of knowledge in this field. Do you think that it's maybe a way of doing something similar within your own body? Do you think that there are techniques that would allow people to have the same sort of connection? without having to do like an external, like a tea or any substance.
Yeah, that's we can accomplish that through meditation also. Uh, there are also techniques of breathing as pranayama, which can through yoga also. But I think it takes more time, um, every day, hours of meditation, and the experience is different, because in meditation it's like you can feel something very deep
Mhm.
through silence, and also you can feel like colors, like shadows, like cascades, water. This is it can be for everyone is different. I To all my students I ask, what did you feel, and some of them listen, I see water, I see like the sea, I see the heaven, I see colors, shadows. It's a different experience for everyone. In my case it's more colors, it's green and violet around, and the experience is very good. But with ayahuasca it's different, it's a different experience, but both are very spiritual.
That sounds very interesting. And Hernando, we are about to wrap up. We are about to finish our conversation. And I want to ask you, where can we find you? If you want to find Hernando Camargo and find out more about your books, what will be the proper way to find you online?
Okay, I have my page, www.hernandocamargo.com. So in my page you can find me. Also, in social media I have Hernando Camargo author, and I have Instagram and Facebook. That's where you can find me.
That sounds very nice.
Mhm.
And thank you. And we can find your books in Amazon, right? Both of them?
Also in Amazon, exactly, that Amazon.com, you can find uh, The Man and the Wise, and also in Spanish for the moment, El Hombre y el Sabio, and De la Locura a la Sabiduría, From Madness to Wisdom, both in Spanish, but soon will be translated in English.
Perfect. Congratulations again.
Mm,
Thank
thank you very much for this invitation. It's a pleasure as always.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. You can also see Hernando in Mindalia TV. There is another interview with him, and he's also in Mindalia Televisión because, as you know, you can collaborate with Mindalia in both Spanish, English, and also Portuguese. For that, you can go to our website and click the link on the top. It's going to say collaborate with Mindalia, and that takes you to a form that you can fill out for our technical team to be getting in contact with you. Thank you again for being with us. Hernando, thank you for allowing us to be a channel for your works and for your ideas. Any final advice, final comment that you would like to give to the Mindalia TV audience?
Thank you very much. And my final advice: start to meditate. If you want to have a change, it's something that real can help you. And also, I can have some Skype classes if you are not in Colombia here. I am in Colombia, in Bogota, but also I have some students through Skype. So if you want to learn how to meditate, you can contact me and start to meditate. Is real. It's a real way to something different.
Thank,
Thank you very much.
thank you again, Hernando. And to our audience, of course, thank you for being with us. And from our heart to yours, we're sending you a very big hug. Until next time. Bye bye.
Bye.